least in this current generation. So I'm excited to see how it's going to be shaken up for the rest of the year as we're still in February, but also how this matchup is going to be faring here between these two players. Cam in Swirly Glasses. Cam, a very strong move player, as you can see here on the screen. But Swirly Glasses coming in from Texas with the 9, doesn't normally play in these online brackets, and is looking to do well here. But as a first matchup, Cam is going to prove to be quite the fight here against Swirly Glasses, especially when we have Swirly in the corner like this.
I mean, the fact that this is in round 1 just shows you how stacked and how dense the talent pool is, because, I mean, Cam has gotten his fair share of long major runs, and Swirly Glass is able to dismantle him quickly in the first round of the tournament.
Oh, and that's a great round start there from 9. 9 has very good round starts because they reach so far, and they can be quite fast, so they can beat out a lot of options. Sometimes it is a bit of an RPS when it comes to playing against 9 on round start, like what button is she going to press. Swirly Glasses did get it right there, and look at the momentum we got from the very start of the round. That is a block DP, and did we try to press the button? Yes, we did! We got counter hit in the process. You cannot punish that DP if you block it because it recovers so quickly. But that is interesting. I wonder what Cam tried to press, because you can actually still take your turn back, if I remember correctly. But you have to be pressing like a pretty fast button. At that range, I think Cam I just went for a more committal one.
Yeah, I mean, definitely got caught with his hand in the cookie jar there, trying to press something very rewarding, you know, maybe like a 5C, 2C, something like that. But ended up getting caught out there by the counter hit from 9. I mean, not the spot you want to be, especially with the rounding game on the line.
Oh, absolutely. Swirly Glasses now up 1 game over Cam here. Looking quite good, and another great round start option there from Swirly Glasses, getting that counter hit against Cam and taking Cam to the corner and putting down the fire rain to just make sure that Cam is locked in this position. And Cam actually not spraying that burst early. Swirly getting a cheeky reset in there as well. Cam using that last burst there as a bit of a hero burst, and unfortunately it will not be Cam's story this time, as Swirly Glasses is going to continue to be the main character of this set.
Yeah, I mean, Swirly Glasses has just been putting on a show to get things kicked off. Like, it feels like Cam hasn't been able to play the game at all. And to think about the fact that, you know, hey, Cam usually on the Noel, if the matchup looks like this on Move, could you imagine what it would look like on a character like Noel instead?
Yeah, but honestly, so far, this has been pretty basic 9 things. I don't think Swirly has really changed too much of his playstyle to adapt to Cam here. I mean, basically, we're just tossing rock when we need to. We're pressing our...
Gato Sarah ends up approaching this matchup because, I mean, you see there, like, just look at the game count difference. That's a 20K games on Noel versus the Izanami, which in comparison looks like a little pup. Like, this is a matchup also where you have to be knowers. Like, you need to know what's going on.
The wheel of fate is turning.
All right, here we go. Starting things off, Seb versus S-Caro. Seb is going to back all the way up there at round start and pop that OD as well into the EA. That's going to be immediate active flow, and a little bit of damage as well. Nothing terribly impactful, but that will be taking S-Caro out just a little bit here. And we're trying our best to set up these projectiles, but NoelsPup just doing a great job at stopping this.
Yep, wants absolutely no parts of that. Great pickup up here from S-Sarah, utilizing the open properties of Izanami this time. Wanted another extension with the bits. Doesn't quite get it. Probably gonna try to bring NoelsPup as close to the corner as possible and get so much corner carry with that half circle forward D.
Another OD. I don't know what we try to press right there, but we just got completely blown out. S-Caro jumping the combo! And unfortunately not able to confirm that hit either, but we're just going to back things up. NoelsPup in danger, in the danger state right now, so this could be quite impactful if S-Caro can get out of this pressure sequence that NoelsPup is going to be setting them up in. S-Caro does have that burst, does have that OD still. But what are we going to do with it? There's the guard cancel coming out, knocking NoelsPup back to mid-screen. We're just going to play around at this range. We have that barrier back so we can't get chipped out. Ribcage being activated. S-Caro does not have barrier any longer. The guard cancel RC is taking S-Caro to the corner, but drops the combo.
Uh-oh, trying to go for the 6D there, getting the drills out, trying to control this space. Shouldn't be too hard against the Noel. But when your 4Ds are going the wrong way like that, you cannot take any chances. Alexa do so goes ahead, slides underneath there. The aerial low is always so deceptive, and SR able to close that round after almost letting it slip.
Yeah, NoelsPup though did a great job at just skirting those projectiles there from SR. And also,
Oh my gosh.
was trying to keep that slide in mind as long as possible. But the moment that he chose to advance, I think SR was right there to pull that trigger.
Burst on burst, both players not trying to deal with the other one's nonsense. The JB of the gods, literally and figuratively there. Open tip conversion, once again going right into the meteors.
Spit's gonna keep that pressure going. Acero might be able to take it here. Let's not drop the combo this time.
You're able to pick with 236, 236B, and sure does. That's gonna be it for game one.
A very strong start there from S0 and showing what Izanami can do. It's a very difficult matchup here for NoelsPup, and it really highlights the weaknesses that Noel has as a character. While she can have a pretty strong defense, and she does actually have a surprisingly strong aerial game as she has great air buttons. The big problem with her is that she doesn't really have a lot of reach on the rest of her moves. So if you're S0 just setting up there in the top left or the top right of the screen, it's going to be very hard for NoelsPup to actually take advantage of the fact that you cannot block with those bits being active.
I mean, so far, that has been no problem for S0 trying to be able to navigate that. We got the little switch up on the color there, pulling out the hat.
Alright, and there it is. That's going to launch
Oh
S0
my
up here, and the sneaky cross up as well, catching NoelsPup, getting a little bit of damage, drawing that first blood. S0 going to push Noel now into the corner. You have that burst and that OD to worry about. We're going to see that ODR pop.
Oh no.
Ready for this OD now. As NoelsPup has just been representing that ODR very often, and SR just ready to let those bits go and punish Noel for doing that.
And so far, SR has been in control the entire time, as you could come to expect from this matchup. But also, the execution from SR has been incredibly good. Even these simple combos on Izanami are just so easy to drop.
Now just a rough position there for NoelsPup to be in. Sitting there in the corner, no meter, no burst. Just had to hold that pressure that entire time. Unfortunately, was not able to block that entire sequence, as S0 was just able to lose that pressure with what I call the the sun. That's what I like to call it right there. Locking down NoelsPup to just go for whatever offense you decide to choose.
Oh, rare offensive situation here for NoelsPup. Been able to see this too much here. Catches S0 trying to mash.
And just as how Izanami's pressure can be difficult to deal with, it can be difficult to deal with Noel's pressure as well when it comes to the RPS games that she plays. And also the fact that a lot of people don't actually know how to defend against Noel. They know that she has a bit of a streamlined offense compared to other characters, but even then, I don't think there's enough Noel players outside of Seb, for example, where people are able to actively practice against that style.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of one of the beauties of playing a character that's a little bit more under the radar, is that no one's gonna know what your character does, so you can get away with just a couple more gimmicks than someone who's on a popular character, like Izanami might be able to get away with.
Yeah, but we're seeing a lot of strong representation from S0 in that last bit right there. Where we're able to just pop that barrier and push Noel out. And Noel also just using that barrier to create that space between S0 and themselves as well. And that is going to be a fantastic opening, as that's going to be launching us into a very advantageous position. S0 does have the mirror to worry about, but we're able to get out of the corner, so we don't even have to use that on defense. Great anti-air though. That should be enough.
Man, that was a smart untech, but NoelsPup is going to go ahead and finish what he started there. Way more than enough, especially with that follow of 4K on S0's head to close that one out and tie up the game count.
Yeah, one of the very surprising things is that Noel actually does a lot more damage than I think some people realize. And she's really good at just meter dumping on you. So oftentimes, if you've seen those endgame positions where Noel just has all of these resources, it is more likely that she actually kills the opponent rather than leaves them alive.
Right. It's like that's one thing you have to consider is that Noel's damage is it's sneaky good is the best way I'll describe it. But it's like I mean when you have like characters that are like lower tier, unless they're like huge and like brolic like Tager, right? It's gonna be hard to really assess that damage output just from the eye test. But I mean Noel, especially when optimized, like things can get real scary real fast.
The wheel of fate is turning.
Absolutely. And when you do start to get when you start to pay attention to you know how she uses those resources on pressure as well here. Oh, hold on, ignore that. S0 starting off really strong there with that slide, and now we're here in the corner. But okay, that's what I wanted to highlight there. You have to worry about that 4D because it does give her a little bit of invincibility where in a way it's like a spot dodge that Relius has, except it also punishes the opponent at the same time. So something you gotta be very careful of. She can use it on defense, and she can also use it during pressure if you start to pay attention to her pressure strings and start trying to press buttons during it.
I mean, that's why we're seeing some really smart offensive decisions coming out here from S0. Electing to use the 4D just to catch the other 4D as a counter. Now NoelsPup though, once again on offense. Tried to catch a back roll, not gonna find anything. 2 overheads. So scary. And as you mentioned, if you don't know how the streamline's supposed to go, then there's no real ways to counter it besides just guessing.
Yeah, it is a bit of a flow chart, but at the same time, too, like, I mean, the fact that she can just go into whatever option she wants to does add a lot to that mental stat. Even if she has technically a very limited set of options she can go to when it comes to her pressure. But here we go, we're going to be getting a little bit of damage there with that EA, much like that very first round that we saw, and get that active flow as well. But I don't think we're able to get a lot out of this active flow, however, as we didn't get a lot of meter, we didn't get a lot of burst, but we're still in a pretty good position as we're able to get that burst from S0 instead.
Once again in the corner. This time it's S0's time to shine. You got to be careful about that 4D from NoelsPup, trying to make it as invaluable as possible.
There it is, just contesting S0 there up in the air. Now that we're in that range, but the wake up super from S0 will get them out of that position. Also swap sides at the same time. Sets up ribcage. Now you just gotta block for your life. Hope that you can block this pressure. Get out of it. At some point we see that JD is a bit of a way to stall in the air. We almost got out, but S0 taking that burst out from NoelsPup. Danger state here for S0. One combo will be enough to kill, and the overhead will do it. NoelsPup just barely sneaks away with that round and secures that set as a 2-1.
You play this a lot with Macman, shout out to my goat, but it's like it doesn't matter how much he plays the game and I don't, things are always way too close for comfort, and that is definitely just the matchup speaking for itself.
Yeah. Arakune, talking about Arakune matchups is always so weird because Arakune without curse just sucks, and then when he gets curse, he becomes the best character in the game. So it's like very polarizing, where it's like, do we truly have like an amazing matchup? Because if we just don't get cursed, then we just lose. But it's Arakune. We're going to get curse eventually, especially with the fact that we have that OD where we can just use it to pop curse at any time if we have any gauge available. So we're probably going to be seeing that from a little bit from Tubazo as well, or we'll just get curse like that. Any good hit there from Arakune will just confirm straight into curse. And the thing about curse is that it kind of loops in on itself, and Tubazo is going to consistently just try to reset pressure. We won't keep these combos going for very long. We're going to constantly try to reset it, keep mixing up Ryder, and then just absolutely murder their life bar, as you can see right there. Top right, Ryder already in that critical position, and Tubazo not letting up on this pressure.
I mean, that's when we were talking about Arakune matchups. Basically, what it comes down to is how easy is it for me to get that curse in the first place against Azrael, as you can see, with the movement options that are that linear and all of his buttons and specials having that much recovery. It becomes incredibly easy to get curse, whether he tries to move in the air or on the ground.
It's not to say even that Azrael has bad advancing options. Like we have Gustav, for example. That's what I call like the I'm going to get in no matter what, right? But the problem with Gustav is that it's very grounded, so like you said, very linear. And Arakune loves to play in the air like we're seeing right here. So it can be difficult to catch. It's not impossible for Ryder. As you can see, we were able to get that air-to-air against Tubazo, get that knockdown. But we need to make sure that we can keep Tubazo locked down there for as long as possible. It looks like we'll do exactly that, popping him up with the throw. This combo should be enough as we have the meter to close it out. But I'm going to be eating my words. Wake up, Super. Ryder now in the corner.
Oh, letting the bell bug fall. 5C.
Aviaan, I think so.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you could maybe hope that he messes up, go for Growler in the DP, but it's looking like that's not gonna be the case. Only needs the 5C to close it out. We don't even got to turn into the spider there in Tubazo. Incredibly strong performance in game 1.
Right. Yeah, whenever you see that curse applied, it's just a matter of time they get opened up. It's not even like if they'll get opened up, it's a matter of time. It's an inevitability. And that's exactly what happened right there. Tubazo, every single time we're able to get that curse. And even without curse, we're just able to play around Ryder so well. Avoid those buttons, avoid those advancing tools, kind of skirt outside of Azrael's range and try to force Ryder to make a committal decision to advance forward. And Tubazo was right there, either with the bug or with aerial buttons, smart times, choosing smart times to advance, was able to find the combos they needed and find the hits they needed to get that curse procced and win the game.
Yeah, I mean, I had a really funny encounter with Nitro, the Evo winner for Guilty Gear Strive. And when we were watching Excalibur Blades play in Grand Finals after he lost to Huku the first time, he was like, wow, that's went really good. And the one thing I had to tell him was, I was like, listen, like Huku played well, he can't guess right forever. It's just not feasible. And that was exactly what we saw both there in that last game against Tubazo, as well as in that Grand Finals.
That's right here. Okay, we got 2 weak points applied. Now Azrael can finally start to do something. And we're finding the hits that's going to be getting us into that advantageous position. Taking advantage of these weak points and just do as much damage as we can. Blackhawk Stinger, will it be enough?
My
yes,
God.
it's Ryder decimating Tubazo in that round.
I mean, and that is the other side of the coin that is this matchup, is that if you do end up getting caught by just about anything, like right here, it becomes nigh impossible for Arakune to try to get out.
It's so difficult here for Arakune as well, especially when we don't have any curse. We can't just pop OD and say, hey, I'm out, right? We don't have any of that curse gauge. Oh, okay, using that burst as an attempt to stop that curse being applied there. Tubazo did find that hit, but unfortunately, Tubazo trying to get that burst.
Wait. Nah, that was actually so
either way, Ryder. Such a good spot. Here we go. What's it going to be? In the corner now, has that curse card on him, and now curse is on a line. DPRC who gets hit, chasing him up in the air.
Yeah, the debug going ahead and finishing the job. Going invisible for the fun of the game. And now 1 round away for Tubazo, 1989.
It's always so funny because the invisibility in fighting games usually isn't like amazing, right? Like Chip and Xrd has invisibility, but it's not really that great. But Arakune has become so good because there's so much visual noise once curse is online that it actually functions the way it's supposed to. Even though Arakune, even without invisibility, probably is invisible because we have those bugs just all in that 4 screen, just making you guess like, okay, what am I actually looking at in the first place?
Oh my gosh. Here we go. Ryder trying to find a way to not throw this game. Tubazo tried. Yeah, we saw the burst right there. He's really trying to ensure that he wins this game with that T2C. Oh no. Again, we see it. Look at how Tubazo is moving. He really wants to get this burst out of Ryder.
Now burst is offline. Tubazo getting a great JC, and we're just looking for this burst from Ryder, but that burst is not coming out. Ryder is just holding on to that burst, and honestly, like, I don't mind it, but it is weird that Ryder chose to not burst in so many of those situations despite that. Just because like the thing is, Tubazo's win con is getting that curse, and once you get curse, you kind of just win the game, as we saw Tubazo almost did, but we just weren't finishing our food, and I think Ryder was baking, especially after that first purposeful drop from Tubazo, that we're going to continue to purposely drop our combos to try and bait out that burst.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of get into the competitive psychology there because it's like, oh, why didn't Ryder burst in a lot of those spots? Because of the fact that he knows that Tubazo really wants to bait it, so he isn't even worried about the combo finishing in the first place. 214B so deceptive. You see Arakune teleporting around after these feints. Once again, contributing to that visual noise.
The Curse Cloud running around with that 2C.
Oh no.
Curse Cloud yet again, but did it a little too low, and Ryder was able to catch him from the ground. This is going to be a great combo there for Ryder. Gets both weak points, and we find yet another opening. I think Tubazo trying to jump out of the corner, just gets hit right there. Oh no, we're pressing button 2.
2 mashes in a row. And then just gets hit there. I do respect it. You want to make sure that the burst disparity is as big as possible, but still, like, such a scary spot to be in regardless.
Absolutely, but this is going to be a very scary spot for Ryder to be in after that hit. Oh no, but haven't actually advanced our curse mirror all that much. Setting up the cloud, but that's a terrible cloud to put on top of that Azrael.
Yeah, it's like, wow, that cloud literally useless in this matchup. It is so funny.
Never mind. Hey, you know what? We got cursed just like that. As Ryder tries to jump up.
Oh my gosh. Yo, 214C from the ground. I'm crying. Oh no.
Nah, Ryder just wants to prove to us that that curse cloud is good.
Yo, not only does it suck, it is horrible against this matchup in particular, but still able to find a use case.
And we got another one. Actually functioned this time though, because we got that aerial combo, and now we have that curse. First curse in a little bit.
Oh my gosh. I really like this setup that he's doing with the 214B, because it allows.
Explain it to me.
Okay, so I'll explain it more a bit after this game as we see the perfect to close it out there for Tubazo. But like I said, see, I love when people play this character because then I get to, like, you know, break down all the little nuances, the LRT. And so that last bit there, we kind of saw him hitting the little bear crawl.
I did not get to see Bad Lime's Rachel on stream.
Yo, how is Bad Lime versus Sprite Cranberry a top 16 qualifier? Like, we aren't even in top cut yet, and this match is happening.
Yeah, it's also been a little bit of time here since I've seen, oh wait, hold on. Is it Myrtle? It's Myrtle, not that one.
I was like, oh, this is MurtleisJordan. I mean, still, okay. Incredible Rachel in their own right.
Yeah, I was looking at the name on the, okay, yeah, no, they're just mixing me up here. Anyways, Myrtle, this is a terrible matchup for Azrael, by the way. Think like the annoying aspects of Arakune, except amplified by 11.
And actually consistent, which is, you know, not
right,
something
exactly.
you get every day. Hey, I mean,
yeah.
Sprite Cranberry, though, when you think about the online Blazblue scene and how it works right now, you will never find yourself running out of really weird and particularly bad matches for Azrael. So that with that online experience has developed the patience to right now be in the lead.
Yeah, what this really comes down to is smart Growler usage, like we're seeing with Sprite Cranberry's play, and effectively answering Myrtle when they choose to approach, and also taking advantage of whenever Myrtle is within range. Something like a 5C, something like an Air Dash 4, something like a Gustav In. These are all very fast advancing options that can kind of close that distance once you're within that range. So Myrtle, while it is a bad matchup for Azrael, we still have to be playing careful around those moves and trying to make sure that we're not overcommitting when Sprite Cranberry is ready to press. It is another smart player. I mean, this is just textbook play from Sprite Cranberry so far.
I will say, I'm definitely a bit of a Sprite Cranberry fanboy. I think this dude is actually so good. Like, it is actually ridiculous.
Alright, popping that super. We can just Growler all the way through that. You still have to be a little bit careful. You don't just get it for free all the time. But in the use cases that Myrtle is using that super in, it can be just a free Growler right there.
Hey, Sprite Cranberry getting surgical with it in game number 1.
Yeah, and one of the main reasons why Growler is important is while it does a good job at just negating the projectiles, as you can see right there. But another thing is it gives him one of the best projectiles in the game. Think of it like Spark Bolt from Tager. It's like the counter zoning option that you have to use against these zoners. So having access to that projectile does kind of warp how the game is played. So Murtle can do their best to try and zone out Sprite Cranberry, but especially with how Sprite Cranberry is playing, it feels like an inevitability of when Sprite Cranberry is actually going to get into Myrtle's face.
Rebel 1. Action.
So yeah, great start there from Sprite Cranberry. Let's hope that we can keep it up, or let's see if we can change up our playstyle here with Myrtle to try and keep Sprite Cranberry at bay for a little bit longer. We have yet to see many of the big combos that Rachel's known for, or really many combos at all. We're just getting a lot of small hits here against Sprite Cranberry, but not able to confirm them, partly because we're not really in that range to do so, or just because like we're in a bit of scrambles, or we're in some scrambles.
Right. Seems like Myrtle has gotten a bit of a grasp on the matchup. Just like Fed Bab goes ahead, gives us a grasp on 13 more viewers with the raid. Appreciate you.
First comes out from Myrtle, sets up a George, but Sprite Carry does not care. Just killing the frog and a Myrtle in the process. Good stuff.
Man, it was looking real good for Myrtle to get things kicked off, but that's how quickly that the tides can turn, especially in this matchup.
Right, nice combo. That's when you take the Sprite Cranberry to the wall, sets up George to lock him down. There it is. That's one of the big reasons why you can't just Growler all the time. As you see right there, Myrtle gonna be punishing that, and you should be able to set up Bats. Yeah, there it is. There's Bats. And now we're going to be seeing the high damage combos that Rachel she has you in the corner. Or maybe not. I think we might have used the wind to push it away.
Yeah, no, it's just that we used all of the Bats in the pressure. So by the time that we actually got to the combo, like there were no Bats left. They were all gone. We're trying to do dash up 5B, doesn't work out. Sprite Cranberry trying to mount a comeback here. Going to be hard, especially now that the burst is available for Myrtle.
Oh, just great job from Sprite Cranberry. Locking Myrtle out with a fatal kill.
Oh my. What?
OTG. I completely forgot about that in that moment. I'm like, oh my god, this super is going to kill. Guys, so say it all you want. But we'll see if Radguy can prove himself here on the winner side of the bracket. If you win in this set, you will be making it into top 8 if I am reading the bracket correctly. So there's a good amount on the line here, getting top 8 here at TNS tonight. And Noel already doing a pretty good job here. Just walling out Radguy. Great anti-air as well, catching that air dash for JC.
This is just like the Ohio local online. Like every player that we've been seeing on the stream just happens to be from Ohio.
Oh no, unfortunate. Radguy not able to keep Noel in the corner. They'll find their way out. Overhead.
Oh, now getting tick thrown even off the counter hit.
Kill. Or at least we don't really want to spend a resource to do that. Radguy is low on health though, so just breathing on Radguy in this moment will be enough. Radguy looking to stage his comeback, however. Not gonna be able to get to the corner though.
Wait, hold on now, hold on. Oh, 2 straight hits with no conversion. Whoa, that was quite an aggressive option, is what I will say.
Rebel 2. Action.
Man, complete aside here. It is actually so sick to see. What is it? A combined like 750 fellas pulling up for CF. Like, I mean, it's a good weekend.
Okay, can we like that too, and also the fact that we have $411 in the pot right now?
Like, what is going on?
Is that insane?
Random Sunday in February, and it's one of the best brackets of the week. Stop.
All right, NoelsPup looking to just take this game right here, right now. We'll be doing exactly that, popping OD as a read to Radguy's DP. NoelsPup playing 4D chess right now and taking game one, looking just really, really good. Radguy able to find some combos, able to whittle down NoelsPup to, I would say, like, very impactful levels, but it does feel like Radguy just has a little bit of issue when it comes to navigating neutral against Noel.
Vermillion.
All right, gotta see what Radguy can do to adjust, because there were definitely times, like, I mean, is competent in driving the offense, so you know, it's like, not to say that this is completely lost, especially with how powerful Ragna's offense can be with a strong sense of strike throw. But NoelsPup just looks to just be in control the entire time.
Alright, just opening them up with 2A, not a lot of damage. We'll be getting that positional advantage in the process. Crush Trigger coming through. Radguy just spending that burst immediately, but we're still just going to be thrown right back into yet another combo. NoelsPup going to be taking Radguy all the way to the corner, and we'll be setting up this next pressure sequence. Counter hit.
Man, trying to work on this perfect right now. Oh, counter hit could have gotten the conversion there, but 5B just barely not connecting. And NoelsPup gonna go ahead and take advantage of that scenario.
Rebel 2.
On set point, NoelsPup looking to make it into top 8. Like the prophecy said there, as I saw before, like even saw NoelsPup play today, I was like, NoelsPup's probably gonna make top 8. And it looks like we might be getting into that position, but Radguy has something to say about that. Unfortunately, gets their overhead blocked, and NoelsPup moving right on in. And every single time we see Radguy here in the corner, it's always just been a difficult position, because Radguy feels like they have to spend those resources because we're just not able to block that entire sequence as we get opened up by that overhead very consistently. And now with this combo, NoelsPup is going to be popping out ODs to guarantee this win into the EA finisher. NoelsPup taking it 2-0 over Radguy.
Yep, with the overdrive finish to boot. Ends up closing it out there, and now
I think Kobe is really just trying to level up his play, especially after last Frosty, where Fuku just absolutely rolled all of us and showed us, like,
yes, bro,
one of the best bang gameplay we've ever seen. And now Kobe, like, I know Kobe actually watched Fuku before that, but is really starting to analyze Fuku's game even more. So I'm excited to see what developments Kobe makes as the months go on, as this year progresses. Yeah,
I mean, that's the thing is that we thought that we saw, like, you know, like the resurgence of Bang Shishigami with Killakobes, but Huku, who's been a little bit under the radar if you're not paying super close attention, has shown us that there's even more than meets the eye from an already top tier player.
Yeah, and other players that have kind of just continued to put themselves on the map. Quetzalgoatl is one of those players able to just get so good in such a short span of time, and is showing us how it's done there with that round start against Kobe. Not the best matchup, I will say, though, as Susanoo, just because of the existence of those nails from Bang, but smart play from Susanoo will get us out of a lot of those positions, especially with a good round start as well. As you can see, Quetzalgoatl was able to build up so many of those seals just right off rip.
Now we'll have to see if he'll even get a chance to use him, if Kobes will let him out. He has the DP at his disposal. We just saw it get used there, and we saw a punish come out from Kobes. Goes from bad to worse, because not only are you about to lose this round, but also you are not going to have a burst to your name once the sequence is over. Oh, wait!
I would say that. Remember, we had that active flow, so we did actually build up a lot of that in the process, and Kobe wasn't actually able to kill with that combo, so Quetzalgoatl is still alive, and a perfect slide there from Kobe will be stopping the approach from the ground Viper from Quetzalgoatl.
Man, it slides right in there into the burning building and is able to take out Quetzalgoatl after coming back, after almost getting perfected. So many back and forths, even just in one round of play.
And now Now we have that bumper set up. Kobe going to be using it pretty soon here. The bang rule is if you ever see a bumper, he will be using it in like the next 10 seconds, basically. And we have that bumper right here once again. Instead we're going to be going for the throw here to open up Quetzalcoatl. And Kobe looking to work on a perfect in this moment. Sets out the explosion nail to keep Quetzalcoatl locked in the corner. But as I say that, Quetzalcoatl finds his way out into the ground. Viper should unlock the DP as well. Tries to go for a throw, but just out of range. Kobe not able to punish that one though. Off the OD in response to the 5D there from Kobe. And this is going to be a big opening here for Quetzalcoatl. RC to extend the pressure, tries to chase down Kobe, but now we're back in neutral, and that's not a position you want to be in against this character, as Susanoo and Kobe with this OD activation is going to just confirm it straight there with a super fantastic play from Kobe. And play from Quetzalcoatl as well, despite all odds, despite looking at a full life bar from Kobe, was able to whittle him down into that lethal range. It just came down to closing that out that became difficult. We are seeing some good ideas from Quetzalcoatl, however, when it comes to these anti-air attempts. But unfortunately, just because of the timing, of how Bang can mix up the timing of his approaches in the air, and also how he can back himself up with the nails, it does become quite hard to, even if you're expecting Bang to approach you from the air, actually score that 2C against him. Right, that was just game number 1 there. Kobe looking to make it in to win aside top 8. We'll see if he's able to do so, however, as we're going to be seeing the start of game number 2. How are we going to start things off? Who's he at 10? But Kobe just out of that range. Quetzalcoatl will be getting that one way or another. We will be unlocking that orb, and we will be unlocking that DP on a block as well. 2D from Kobe will be getting the anti-air against Quetzalcoatl. A bit of a committal one, but one of his highest damaging starters, so it's always worth going for if you believe in it, and Kobe is one of those players that will be believing in all of his options. Quetzalcoatl did get some very important seals. Orb is a bit of a sleeper one too. You don't really see it used very often. It can be used pretty effectively neutral, but it also is a way to kind of just wall out and destroy projectiles. With those nails, that is one of the options that you can go for to try and get that out of the way. But I don't think we're going to be seeing it too much from Quetzalcoatl, even if he unlocks it, because it is still pretty niche, and there's ways that Kobe can get around that orb despite the nails being destroyed. Fatal counter, this is huge. Kobe not spending that burst. Until that point, we were able to unlock that DP, but unfortunately nothing else. Tier at 10, but Quetzalcoatl not close enough to get that full punish. We will be getting Kobe into the corner, however, and get that crush trigger as well. Active flow for Quetzalcoatl. Not going to be getting a lot of meter off it, but we will be getting all of our relevant seals. Just one more opening is all we need. 16 from Kobe, advancing forward and getting himself out of that sticky situation. But we're still in that sticky situation as we are in that lethal range. Quetzalcoatl, knowing that, just needs to find that one last hit. Tries to go for that spin in neutral, but gets walled out by Kobe, and unfortunately not able to finish that combo right there. Kobe's still alive. RC extending the pressure. 2-8 RC from Kobe to extend his pressure as well. We only have 4 nails left and only 1 seal unlocked. Trying to skirt around that 2C anti-air, but Kobe was not able to find any more hits. Quetzalcoatl evening up the round count in game number 2 and staying alive in the winner's side of the bracket. The gunshot. Yeah, didn't want to commit to any seal unlocks in that moment, just because of how Kobe can so quickly approach you, as we saw there with that slide attempt. And there it is. I think that might be the first DP usage from Quetzalcoatl this entire time. Just having it as an option is good, and it's actually a really relevant one too. You know, obviously it is a DP, but because it is projectile based, it has a higher priority compared to other DPs, and that is impactful when it comes to projectile heavy characters like Bang. but I don't think we'll be seeing many more projectiles coming out from Kobe for the remainder of this round at least, because we only have 4 nails left, 3 nails left. We did get that poison nail applied for a lot of damage, and we're going to be banking it all on this final nail umbrella, and it worked out because Quetzalcoatl still had that burst available. Gets hit by the air to air though, and Kobe will be winning just like that. 2-0, Kobe advancing forward into winner's side top 8.
Man, as we come to expect from Koes, but the fact that that is going to be a top 8 qual and not in top 8 already, we might be seeing Quetzalcoatl on the loser side of top 8. Like, what are we even doing here, man? However, this top side, or sorry, winner side, excuse me, is looking absolutely stacked. Breaker Dave, Louis Alucard, like, Kairos, like, it was actually ridiculous.
Yeah. Breaker Dave, always super sick to watch. You know what? You're gonna be hyped for the slashback deck, and I'm going to be going to slashback as well. The first time.
Yes, sir. Huh? However, though.
Yeah, speaking of like Breaker Dave, plays Arakune, and you know who else plays Arakune? TampaNeverSleeps here in the top 8. It's going to be starting things off strong yet again. Really funnily enough, we're seeing Arakune versus Azrael yet again. We saw TampaNeverSleeps play against Strider before, but Spark Cranberry known to be very good when it comes to these kind of matchups.
Yeah, I mean, we already saw it early with Rachel, and you play against Arakune and Rachel in a very similar way because they want a lot of the same things. Uh-oh.
Yeah, they want a lot of similar things, but you do structure your offense and your defense a little bit differently. One notable thing is that, like you saw in the Rachel matchup, we're not going to be going for Growler that often because we don't actually have a lot of viable targets for that move. We will probably only pop it during Curse, but even then, you might not even want to pop it during Curse. But instead, we just got to play very patient neutral and then find our openings when we can, like we're sitting right there. Perfect 5C confirmed from Striker.
Yeah, but so far, Sprite Cranberry has been on an absolute tear. The backdash to get out of the Gustav Buster. Oh, wow, that was a funky route there that TampaNeverSleeps tried to go for.
Yeah, shouldn't have having Curse.
Yeah, no, I mean, I can't lie, there were definitely a couple hits that definitely should have been cursed, but at the end of the day, you get it how you get it. And right now, TampaNeverSleeps is getting it like this right now. 5C into 2, 3, 6 C. Order to close this one out.
Yeah, so what you'll see often is that I talked about it a little bit before when we saw TampaNeverSleeps built last. But what we're going to be doing too when it comes to Curse is that we're going to constantly be resetting pressure, resetting combos. But also you'll notice that at the very end, instead of like finishing the combo we're currently in, we're going to purposely drop our combo to go for another one to get the last bit of Curse squeezed out. We saw TampaNeverSleeps go for exactly that, and we're going to be seeing TampaNeverSleeps go for that a lot more if we're going to continue to get Curse later on. And look at that! Look how much Curse he got off of that cloud!
Oh my gosh, and finally got the burst bait that he's been looking for.
I would just air back that cloud, Sprite. Oh no. Okay,
ooh, good block out here from Sprite Cranberry this time.
Not gonna lie, I was just as confused as Sprite in that moment. Where the hell did Arakune go? And there it is, that super! Such a deceptive hitbox on that move. It reaches so far. Even like trying to punish that thing can be quite difficult. And because we had some Curse right there, TampaNeverSleeps is just going to be popping that OD as a way to say, hey, I'm getting Curse right now, whether you like it or not.
Love that. Said, keep in mind he's beating both Rachel and Carl. You're forgetting about a couple characters there, gang. Like, you're forgetting about Izanami. You're forgetting about... You're forgetting about Mai. You're forgetting about S. He's worse than a lot of characters. Do not let the optics fool you.
He's actually, honestly, I know some people say he's quite high tier because of just how game warping Curse is. But honestly, I am of the belief that he's like a high mid tier. He's like the Lord of the Flies. I don't know. He's good. It's like it's so polarizing the positions you are in every game. Like when you have Curse and we don't have Curse.
Yeah, I mean, this character is so funny because he low-key, like, his place on the tier list is how good you are as a player, alright? Like, because this character technically has the tools to play out any match in the game, but how you use them has to be so meticulous compared to some other characters.
Yeah, but I'm not going to gas up Arakune too much and say, oh my god, this guy's a difficult character. Because when we get Curse, we just got to go ham. TampaNeverSleeps trying to show us exactly that. Unfortunately, though, Not able to find that there, but we do find that curse. We did get the exact clown that we wanted, the homing one on Sprite Cranberry. And now Tubazo will be opening up Sprite Cranberry. It is an inevitability. And look at that damage. Set up the cloud yet again. Set up the cross up.
Oh no, with the throw. Was able to card cancel it. So good. Jumped right there into the cloud, but was able to deal enough hit stun in order to make it a non-factor. And in the overdrive, Sprite Cranberry isn't able to find a way to get it done. Now, Tubazo, 1 round away from a top 3 finish guaranteed.
Oh my god, that's just cursed. No, it isn't!
Oh my gosh, why do we keep dropping these? Tubazo, please, 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 please. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yeah, Sprite Cranberry there on the ground. As much as he would love to just stay planted in that spot as a way to anti-air Tubazo coming down, unfortunately could not do that as that cloud was just continuing to oppress Sprite Cranberry right there off screen. Avoids super, but can we punish it? Yes, we will. 5Cs, abundant of the gods, fatal counter, but unfortunately Tubazo going to be bursting out. Gustav hit, looking really good, and we find yet another combo here. Sprite Cranberry can take us all the way to the other side of the screen. Tubazo attempts to roll out. We have 1 weak point applied. We just need to be able to cash out on it. Sprite Cranberry, knowing that combo won't be enough to get that curse, does not spend that burst. We might have to spend that burst now, and there it is. Tubazo successfully getting that burst bait right here. Tubazo knocking Sprite Cranberry out of the winner's side and advancing forward to winners finals.
Oh, man, we will be seeing you in winners final.
For example, too, like everyone knows that she's like one of the best characters in the game, but people don't really, I guess, like they know, but they don't really know because we just don't have any like top 8 Izayois currently playing the game. So yeah, it's like it really just comes down to like how good these players are, where it just changes that character's perception. But anyways, NoelsPup off to a bit of a weaker start here against Kobe. And already in the corner trying their best to jump out, and that's going to be that 4D coming through. Kobe spending that burst because we want this corner.
Oh man, yeah, it's like, I mean, Killakobes, you can already see his mentality about this matchup. Wants to use those offensive bursts in order to maintain this pressure, and you see exactly why. Look at the reward that he's able to get on O.
That's one of the hallmarks of Kobe's play, is that he plays so aggressive. He spends all these resources, he overextends all the time, but he's such a good player when it comes to forcing these scrambles and winning these scramble situations that he forces, that while it feels like he drops his combos a lot too, but like the thing is, because he wins neutral so often, he just wins sets, he wins games, he wins tournaments. And that makes him like a very unique bang player in that aspect, because we saw players like Fuku, for example, at Frosty Falcons, where he plays such a different bang, and you can see it. It's like so much more patient. But it's just crazy how like different players can show how different these characters can be played. But here we go, NoelsPup off to a little bit of a better start compared to that previous round, but unfortunately not able to lock down Kobe for much longer.
NoelsPup just trying to find a way to escape this carnage that Killakobes is putting him through. Doesn't help out there. My gosh, just a 5D in neutral. Perfect call out there, and once again, NoelsPup finds himself in the corner.
I mean, this is what I'm talking about when it comes to these overextensions from Kobe. It doesn't feel like overextensions because he wins these interactions all the time, right? But here we go, NoelsPup now has that active flow, going to be taking advantage of this active flow as well. It's going to be a throw break, and Kobe now has that corner position from NoelsPup here.
And there we go there, NoelsPup finally able to get around on the board.
Really backing up, and then air dashing right back in, getting a counter against NoelsPup, and also getting that poison nail on top of NoelsPup as well to maximize the damage that would get off that confirm.
Okay. Killakobes this time trying to push his offensive scenario as far as it'll go. Hits him with the low and the needle rain as well.
more hits, but we spent all of our nails, so we actually have to be the one to approach in this scenario. Slide into RC, using that as a neutral skip into the overhead, into the cross-up, and Killakobes is going to be taking game number 1 against Noel.
Dang, and that was a hard fought one too. Like, a lot of the times, like, it's like it really highlights how good Seb is as a player, because Killakobes already established himself as one of the best in the game right now, not only just in A, but in the world. And NoelsPup able to keep up with him stride for stride.
Yeah, absolutely. But as it, like, you can keep up with Kobe stride for stride, but you need a win in this scenario, and Kobe is the one that's up. So now it's on Noel to actually do something with the ball that they've been thrown. Taking this one a little slower. Oh my god, what are we doing?
Yo, 60 and neutral is crazy.
Slide into no. That what's crazy is not even just 60 neutral. Oh, slide into 60. Yeah, 60 is a bit of an awkward drive move for Bang to use because it has a lot of startup. So it can be a little committal, but if you can manage to land it, it will get you a lot of reward. Any of his drive moves will do exactly that.
Man, I mean, all of these funky options so far working to Killakobes' advantage. Continuing to do so here. Ooh, good defensive sequence there from NoelsPup, utilizing the IBB in order to create the space to get out there and now sit in the driver's seat.
Tech, and we're just going to continue pressing those buttons. Counter hit there against Kobe. All right, his next sequence coming through. Crush a trigger. And Kobe is probably just going to hold on to this burst here. And I say that, but Kobe is also the type of player who will probably just pop OD in this instance as well.
No chance to pop OD there at all as we get the counter hit on the side of NoelsPup. I mean, hanging on to it, like the objectively correct answer, I'd say, in terms of just going in here with no real disadvantage.
Just pop our EA. No, instead we just want that corner carry. Unfortunately, drops the combo, but still in the decent position as we did create that space. And oh my god, we just go for the Z follow-up from the 2D, and that will actually win us that interaction.
There we go, Crusher gonna get the extension. Oh, that extension could have been sick. Kobe get hit by the overhead this time as well. Now finally getting to see some offense, and now it is going to be uninterrupted. The only defensive option there is the guard cancel, but it ends up getting countered. Oh no.
Yeah, oh my god, just pressing the wrong buttons at the wrong times, it feels like right there. Kobe just getting destroyed there in that corner position as Noel found combo after combo, opening after opening, and now the score has been even up to that 1-1. What an exciting set.
Yes, I mean, Noel is one of those characters where even if you are, what's it called? Or it's like, even if you are like, oh, like, my character is better, I'm better, whatever, like, Noel can truly just steal rounds from under you.
It's just a lot when it comes to that mental stack. Like I said before, her pressure can be rather streamlined, rather simple, because she can only go, she can only link into so many different options. But the thing is that even though she has a limited set of options you can go for, it's enough to where you don't know what she's going to do at each moment, and you kind of have to play it by ear in those instances. So because of that, you know, it can be surprisingly difficult to block against the character.
And NoelsPup already off to an incredibly hot start. not only had one chance at offense, but now gets a second one once again. No guard cancel on the table. No burst on the table.
Right, here's the knockdown. What's it gonna be? It's the throw with the tech from Kobe. Always on luck with those reactions. Oh no, I'm not able to fully finish that combo right there, but now we have Kobe still here into the corner. Guard cancel is on the table. Will we go for it? What a guard point! Fatal counter! Why did it last so long?
Oh my gosh. And now Killakobes in the perfect spot. They're trying to get something done, but the reversal super from NoelsPup wants no parts of that one.
Rebel 2. Action.
Hey, NoelsPup on set point, anti-air looking good. Getting that burst out of Kobe as well. And also having these nails being used from Kobe, the poison nail and the triple nail just getting blocked. NoelsPup looking good. Popping that EA afterwards as well for over 4k damage with this confirmed. That life bar is looking blood red, and NoelsPup is looking to continue to push that advantage, jumping over the poison nail as well as Kobe just tosses these nails away into the air. Another perfect anti-air from NoelsPup as we get into that range of Kobe.
Man.
God.
NoelsPup able to find it.
They're
They're like, oh no! 2D!
Now things have changed. War has changed. Kobe going to be getting that burst back pretty soon here after this combo. We have all 4 seals as well. 4 nails still in the bank and 100 bar, but it will not be used as NoelsPup uses the perfect option on defense. And that is going to be the set. Going to NoelsPup, taking out Kobe, taking out Dawn. Right.
And Cerebees as well.
But we don't have that many Terramies. Because, like, what? It's systematical in DGF.
I mean, that's a lot for a low tier. Like,
Dude,
that
like-
character is garbage.
We have, like, 3 Noels.
Wheel of Fate is turning. Rebel
Dude, 3 to 1.
Action.
You know how many Tigers we have?
Fair.
Come on now. Two
do.
isn't that much.
Two is a lot. Like, considering how many other of like the Hazama likes, you know, we already have. Like,
Just say you don't think the character is cool. Just say
don't-
you want less Terramies.
oh, absolutely. Anyway, we got it remains. Once again, we got some even more 9 action, which we've been seeing a lot on the stream so far.
Finds the overhead there against Quetzalcoatl. You do want to be a little careful when it comes to that Navy pressure, however, because Quetzalcoatl can just opt to book it and get right in your face if you go for that option too much. But remains using that as that layer 1 is going to work out for him starting things off.
Oh my gosh. Now got Quetzalcoatl trying to flip this round on its head so far. Being headlined by the great defense, however, EA is gonna kill due to the fact that we were in the active flow.
2.
I mean, like, active flow aside, that killed?
Oh my goodness.
Honestly surprised, but hey, there we go. Remains able to take that first round and winning this interaction as well. Another one of these matchups that can be a little bit difficult for Susanoo, especially when it comes to chasing down 9. But is still doable. Using the Amethyst to lock down that lane as Remains covers the air. Unfortunately, not able to keep that combo, that pressure airtight, so that OD does come out. DP comes out on the side of Remains, and Quetzalcoatl just has to hold it right there.
Oh, DPRC.
RD won't be enough to kill, but we don't even get our Ground Viper or our spin, but we will be getting something right here, and we don't even need to keep that round going for that much longer. Quetzalcoatl evening up the round count and looking to settle the score here against Remains. 2A counter hit. That's going to be taking us to the corner and will be unlocking us DP and should be one more seal. I think it's going to be... No, we don't actually unlock one more.
Yeah, we should have gotten the JD on the way down, but...
Yeah, I think we should have gone in, but I think we went to go for a different pressure option right there.
Pure Armageddon had to get that the super evil goat skull out of the way.
Yeah, there's some players that like to use the skull. It's questionable, to say the least.
Oh my gosh, Evan, you are super dead. No doubts about that one. Gonna be closing it out there with the OD.
I think it's worth explaining the skull now because that's probably going to be the only time you see it, but or probably the only time you see it this entire year. 9
Yes.
players almost never use that spell because it's not good. But basically what it does is it's like a hitbox on the screen that follows 9 around, except when she teleports, it actually stays on the screen and follows her throughout the entire process. So what is essentially used for is when you're moving around the screen with the teleports, you hope to score a hit on your opponent as the skull passes through. Or, you know, as an option of like just a lingering hitbox that your opponent has to play around. But because it just sticks to 9's body so closely, it's not really hitting a lot of things in the in the first place.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, and then also once you have water already as your starter, like there's so many other spells that you could go into that are just so much better.
Like Amethyst right here, we do have it in that stock. It is very useful. We saw Remains use it towards the end of that previous round as a way to just try and lock down the ground. You can also use it to lock down the airspace as well, but I assume that Remains is going to be using it more often to lock down the ground against Susanoo because it's going to be approaching from the ground more often.
Someone asking Susanoo seals, but his special. Oh, there it is.
Second time, it didn't do anything.
Yeah, I think it literally just hung out there. Sometimes you just need a friend. And so far, the emotional support skull putting in the work for Remains.
Yeah, while the fairy does not get the flowers it deserves, locking down Quetzalcoatl in that instance. Remains though being the one to get locked down in this position. However, and Quetzalcoatl is going to open up Remains with that ground viper low DPRC. What did we press there? Either way, we're out, but not for long. Remains going to get caught by the gunshot from Quetzalcoatl, and now Quetzalcoatl on a set point here. One more round to go.
There we go. There it is. Quetzalcoatl trying to finish his plate here with this set. Oh, okay. This thing sticks there with a match 5C. That's crazy.
Oh man, now it feels like game over at this point. Remains popping that OD and getting hit in the process. We have 50 meter, however, and we do find a hit against Quetzalcoatl, but it's looking difficult because Quetzalcoatl has DP unlocked, and we've seen how effective that DPRC has been for him. OD activation on defense, and Remains gets caught wide open. Quetzalcoatl advancing forward through the bracket, but honestly, can't we just like congratulate Remains here, like making lose side top 8 in this bracket? It's been a little bit since I've seen him play, but it's always nice to see him here. Great stuff, showing us what 9 can do. But Quetzalcoatl going to be advancing forward to lose his quarterfinals to actually play against Straight Cranberry. That's going to be a round or a set to look forward to, just as much as this next one is going to be. Who do we have up, Aviaan?
It's looking like we have Dawn versus Cam. Battle of the first names going to be coming through with Dawn on the Relius. First person to actually make Relius look cool. Besides Beautiful Dude, of course. Shout out to my goat. First dude to actually make Relius look sick. Then we got Cam, who could be on one of a couple characters, to be honest. I mean, first time that I saw him, it was on the Noel. But we have seen the move come out to play as well.
That is true. I always forget that Dawn has that move. He doesn't use it very often. Just because Relius is a character that can kind of work any matchup he wants to. He's like a very flexible character in that instance, but I don't think we're going to be seeing it pop out from Dawn. His move's not really on the same level as his Relius.
Please select your character.
But yeah, like you said, it can be a bit of a niche option he goes
Relius,
for.
Clover.
Speaking of Moo, is Cam going to go for the Moo or the Noel? That's the real question.
Yeah, I think we're probably going to go for the Noel.
Noel
Like, I don't know, it was kind of a necessity to go for it when you're going against swirly glasses there on the 9. Like, what is Noel going to do in that matchup realistically? But now, in a matchup like this, it becomes a little bit more viable to pick up that Noel instead.
Yeah, that makes sense. And this is a character that I expect Cam to play more often compared to the Moo. I don't really see the Moo come out from Cam very often, but Noel is what I know Cam for.
100%.
Dawn going through the Noel gauntlet, however, facing another one of North America's best Noel players.
Very appropriate for Valentine's Day weekend.
God, I guess so.
The Relius.
Probably not a relationship you want to strive for.
Definitely not.
Ooh, okay.
Oh!
Oh, sure. Yeah, let's play tennis with Noel. Interesting combo that we had right there. Yeah, I don't know. Dawn really likes to use duelist bios in pressure like that without the knockdown, and it can be a little bit rough because you're basically not guaranteeing duelist bios when you do use it, because it leaves a noticeable gap, and that's why you normally see it on hard knockdown. And we saw right there, Cam was able to just go right on through. Dawn was ready to punish it in that instance, however, so it wasn't really that bad. But we're going to be seeing like how duelist bios in pressure can be a little bit difficult to apply.
Uh-oh. Oh man, there we go, Cam. Able to get the pickup there. And now takes a very convincing round after losing the first.
Dawn's kryptonite? Maybe I'm speaking too soon because they both have a round apiece, right? But
yeah, I'm like,
Noel is doing surprisingly well against Dawn in this bracket so far. And doing even better here, Dawn without any of those defensive options that he needs. No mirrorless DP, so has to rely on just being able to block out this entire sequence and just going to get open up. It's just going to be a perfect here for Cam.
yeah, like, Cam, absolutely no way he's going to drop this. Just routes into the super as quickly as possible. And then there it is there. As you mentioned, the perfect. I mean, Cam just showing so much dominance on this Noel.
And Dawn going down a game here. Let's see if he can bring things back. Was able to take a round and could most definitely take a game, but that previous round looking really, really shaky for Dawn, especially on defense. Wasn't able to hold up for as long as he needed to.
All right, got to see what adjustments Dawn is going to be able to make. And I mean, realistically, like, those adjustments are going to be made. Dawn, not unfamiliar with these deep tournament runs and these unorthodox characters either.
Oh, sure, yeah. I don't know if that was like an accidental cross-up or Cam purposely went for a run under there. We did mix up Dawn in that instance, though, as we did find that combo. Doll does come out, and we're just going to 4D right on through that 5C, really.
Gets caught on the counter hit. Now allows Dawn to keep things moving. Oh, no, you cannot guard cancel that.
Yeah, and the point of that super is to make sure that Doll comes back fully charged, and we use it as the ender for the knockdown. Getting that drill, pushing Cam's life total down. See some gunshots from Cam as well as an attempt to control Dawn from full screen. But unfortunately was at such a low health that a single combo like that would be enough.
Uh-oh. There we go. Now it's Cam's time to shine after Dawn got a little bit of time out and a little bit of breathing room. But now it's looking like Cam has to try to find a way to pull this back. Dawn not making it easy.
No, not at all. Into the throw. Calling back the doll. But burst from Cam will be coming out and making sure that we stay alive, using the roll forward as well to go right through the doll from Dawn. That one move from Dawn actually was used a lot to kind of wall out characters, and Noel is unique because of the way that he can phase right on through.
Oh man, two great blocks from Cam, but it's not quite enough. Dawn able to take that round and tie up these games.
Yep, I'm excited to see how game number 3 is going to go now. It is neck and neck.
Relius, Clover. Noel, Vermillion.
Taking a bit of time to breathe, as one would expect. I mean, you got to remember that even though these two are both incredible players, this is still on the loser side. Like, this is literally win or go home.
Fate is turning. Rebel 1.
Or remain at home, to be honest. I mean, it is online.
That is true. That is true. You're in the comfort of your own home. Loser, go to sleep.
Yeah, it's like loser, turn off the game. Loser ultimate forwards.
Loser goes find something else to do. But here we go. Dawn in the corner starting us off. And Tampa's just going to continue pressing on offense. And we find a big opening there. Not able to actually side swap in this instance, but we are getting a lot of impactful damage on Dawn, using the drill to catch Cam, but unfortunately not able to follow up much after that. We'll be able to get a nice follow up after this, however, but we don't have a lot of dog gauge to work with. Cam using that guard cancel to create that space between them and Dawn.
Oh, jump it up. Oh no. Was expecting the high there for Dawn, but wasn't able to guess on the cross up. Speaking of which, cross up comes out from Cam this time as well. Uses the guard cancel to get out. Great anti-air and even better pickup. Not quite able to kill a 50. Woo.
Using that OD, but unfortunately a pause button wasn't enough to actually see what was going to happen in that instance as Dawn went for a very unique cross up there with the doll covering Cam as we make it right on over. Speaking of Dawn, making it right on over, round start, and just putting Cam immediately into the corner. Good block on that overhead.
Uh-oh. Man, anti-air gets interrupted there by the JC. Cam on the offensive side of things, trying to tie up these rounds once again. No tech situation. Dawn gonna take full advantage.
OD, but that was just 2A. Guard cancel with a sweep. And it was counters to get the confirm.
Oh no, not gonna quite be able to kill him as the ball is gone.
Combo.
But anything was gonna be able to do it there. Dawn makes the comeback.
Strong players in this range anyways.
Yeah, that is true. I mean, it is top 8, so you can't really be like, oh, they're on loser side, oh, they're on winner side. But it's like, you know what? Like, regardless, though, you would expect those two to be winning all the way.
Right. No, absolutely, I agree with you. I mean, one going out at 5th is kind of unheard of, it feels like. But that's just the name of the game when it comes to this bracket. And at the end of the day, you just gotta win, right?
Exactly. Here we go. Battle of the big bodies this time, though.
Yeah, this was a set I was looking forward to. Just a very aggressive set is how it's going to be playing out. Yeah, they're just going to be playing like right up in each other's faces, throwing punches, throwing haymakers. And right now, Sprite Cranberry is the one setting the pace with both weak points there. Quetzalgoatl, however, finding a massive opening, swapping sides. Sorry, not swapping sides, turning the tables there on Sprite Cranberry. Just a little bit, but not enough. As Sprite Cranberry will be taking round number 1 despite Quetzalgoatl having full meter available. Let's hope things go different here for Quetzalgoatl. Better round start potentially. 5C being thrown out by both players.
Ooh, shoulder charge. Going through, not quite able to pick up there with the 2-2C. Gonna get another chance at it though. And of course, you are not gonna find Sprite Cranberry dropping very often.
Oh, perfect. It's going Viper. That should be spin. There we go. And now we have the core of Susanoo's toolkit available to us.
Yeah, I mean, you get to unlock all these specials, but once that DP is on the table, that's when this character becomes complete as if right on cue. The DPRC enabling the combo.
That 2A.
Rebel 3.
2A coming through.
Ooh, interesting. Using that 2C, catching Sprite Cranberry. Not going to be the most impactful combo, and not the most impactful steals either. DP is always going to be good, but we actually unlocked God Press in this instance. The question is, are we going to be using that God Press? I feel like Susanoo players, when they do unlock it, whether by accident or on purpose, they eventually use it at some point. Good backdash from Sprite Cranberry to avoid the DP and avoid the DP yet another time for another fatal counter. I see high weak point now.
Yeah, there we go. Takes Quetzalcoatl all the way to the other side, and 5k damage to go with it. Another fatal counter, but was able to kill it, close it out. DPRC out here from Quetzalcoatl gives him a chance.
It doesn't matter how many times our DP gets punished, we are still going to let it rip.
Oh my gosh, that could be it. Let's see if we have a combo here. Sprite Cranberry not gonna let him take it too easily. Block on the high. DP afterwards.
We didn't even have meter.
No
We
way.
didn't have DP to keep it safe. We just let that DP rip.
I cannot
Holy
believe it.
moly.
No meter, only a dream. And says, I know that you're gonna go ahead and try to punish this try to mash afterwards. Was absolutely correct.
That's my goat right there. Holy moly, dude. And also, just like after that first DPRC, Sprite Cranberry was like, you know what? I'm not gonna let this guy do that anymore. And just consistently punishing it with these 5C fatal counters.
Susanoo, Azrael.
Man,
Yeah,
Sprite
Azrael's,
Cranberry will bring that one back.
Azrael's pretty blessed when it comes to that regard, where we can deny the DPRC from Susanoo because we have buttons that are combo stars that will hit Susanoo and punish him after those DPs.
Rebel 1. Action.
100%. Quetzalcoatl has already been in the spot in this bracket. No slouch. Airstall beats out the 2C, and now Sprite Cranberry on offense so far has been so incredibly strong. It continues that same dominance right now.
Right over it into that instant burst, and because we were on that DP seal, we just unlock it right away. Got Ground Viper, we got Spin. Spin level 2. Dashing out, creating that distance between the two players. Yeah, expecting that 2C, so opting to block as we drop down.
Oh no. Caught Fuzzy, you now has to eat 3k for it. DPRC to get out of there. It sends the Ground Viper from full screen. What are these reads from both players?
I mean, that's like,
Rebel 2.
just
Action.
that's just what you do as Susanoo. You just let the Ground Viper rip from no matter what range.
That is crazy.
Just like that in BB Tag. I mean, like, things never change. That's the character. What a 5A. Good stuff. We unlock the Blade of Judgment. Unlock the sword, and we unlock the DP. And now we got the Ground Viper, and we should get the spin.
There we go. Once again, that core unlock and the blade as well. Susanoo got a full kit and a half to work with. The Blade of Judgment already getting some usage.
Alright, we almost have our full move list available to us. CC attempt DPRC on the attempted cross up from Sprite Cranberry. No burst.
There we go. Ground Viper in poetic fashion able to take it there. Close out this game as well.
Alright. That was a nice set. I liked it.
Yeah, I mean, it was chill. It was some calm. I mean, those two incredibly strong players. So, you know, getting to watch them go back and forth, and they both have a really read-heavy play style, which is super fun to watch.
Susanoo. Azrael.
Oh, I don't think they realized that
No.
the set was over. Or I don't think they realized. No, sorry, I don't think they realized that the set was not over. Excuse me.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was like, I think that we still have one more.
Yeah, no, it is definitely 1-1, but they I don't know, maybe Sprite Cranberry got some amnesia about winning that first game.
Action.
Okay, that's a great way to start things off. Oh, sure, yeah.
Oh no.
Totally. Okay.
Man, 4 seals already unlocked. As well as getting that movement in the corner. OD goes out here from Sprite Cranberry, but isn't able to get as much reward off of the same thing.
Oh no. Yeah, run right on over, air dashing right on over that sword. Low weak point DPRC. Oh my god, it just keeps on working.
Oh, good blocks, Quetzalgoatl. Not getting too antsy. Isn't quite able to block all the way though, and now
Just
full
opened
combo.
up. Okay, good shot in.
Let the goose stop! No tech! Has to use the burst now.
Oh my god, you're so brave, and we blocked all of those overheads as well. That was that 4 overheads?
In 3 or 4 doesn't matter.
Yeah, I
Still
think 3. It's
super
like
impressive.
he had the spin into the 60. Yeah, no. Anyways,
Too many, regardless, but able to block them all.
doing that throw starter.
Oh my goodness. The carnage and damage keep on getting piled on here. Red Cranberry, great blocks. Blocks it over overhead as well. Oh my goodness. 5B as an anti-air. Such a strong starter.
Oh, this is a sick combo. 4.8k into the cross up. Quetzalgoatl not going for the DP that time because we don't have RC. Nah, you gotta let that DP rip no matter what, man. That's not the spirit.
Reversal immediately from Quetzalgoatl. Should be able to tie it up here. And all tied up indeed. Final game in the final round.
Alright, first comes out. And these overs just continue to find their mark on Quetzalcoatl. 5C fatal counter. Big starter for Sprite Cranberry. And there's no way for Quetzalcoatl to negate this damage. Sprite Cranberry getting a pickup as Quetzalcoatl tries to roll out of the corner. This should be enough.
Oh my gosh.
No, it's not. Quetzalcoatl still alive, but just barely one more hit. Attempt to go for the cross up. Not going to actually hit there on Sprite Cranberry. The DP.
Oh no, I was gonna say, you gotta watch out.
$50 for third place.
Yes. Like, that's chilling.
Wheel of Fate is
And then you
turning.
get like $400
Round
for first
Action.
place.
Yeah, no,
For
whoever
a
gets
bracket. Okay, yeah, sure.
first place is gonna be they're gonna be locked in. Like
Dude, this is probably bigger than the Frosty prize pool. What the heck?
Killakobes and Dawn right now. Playing it out in the losers quarters. Loser of this gets 5th place, which is nuts. Oh my gosh, the bait on the guard cancel as well. Dude, that you can just tell how many times these two have played each other.
Level 2. Action.
Like, you are not going for that type of read in the first game of a set, like, pretty much ever.
Ooh, okay. Using the JD on Dawn, going to gain that seal right there. And this should be the rest. Unless we choose to go for the bumper. And yeah, there it is. 5B and we get the 60. Overhead. Oh my.
no.
You just locked in, man.
Fatal. with all the seals, Dawn has to try to find a point to burst, and sure cannot. An incredibly quick first game for Killakobes.
He sees $800 in the pot, and then suddenly, okay, we gotta play serious. What was that? What a game, number one. Like you said, it just goes to show how much these players that play that Kobe's already playing on a much higher layer, starting things off. But man, what a first game going to Kobe just like that.
Yeah, no, I mean, if you are going to be doing those types of reads off rip, I mean, you could tell that this is beyond comfortable for Killakobes.
Very nice. That's 2 seals, 3 seals, and all 4 seals right there. That's going to be just amplifying the damage of his combos, of his drive moves. I believe it's like a flat 20%? Something like that.
I believe so.
Amount. Especially if we choose to pop that OD. I don't think we're popping it now though, just because we have such a huge lead, and we find these air-to-air stopping Dawn's momentum into the slide RC, keeping that combo going.
Man, Dawn has not quite gotten a chance to play yet.
No, he hasn't.
Oh, and that just continues there. 3 dominant rounds to start off.
Rebel 2. Action.
All right, 5D into the explosion, and Dawn blocking it, but Kobe going to continue to press that advantage. Is that just 4 seals unlocked for right off rip yet again? No, it's not. Blue beat. Dawn able to tech right on out. We're back to neutral. Kobe just doing a great job at avoiding that and tries to go for that 2D anti-air, but Dawn was actually on that other side, so completely whipped, and Dawn will be getting that punish. Overdrive cancel to recover the doll gauge and keep this combo going, ending it off with the doll, and we will have it for this upcoming pressure sequence. Great tech from Kobe. Going to sum up into the air 2D explosion.
That 2D is plus despite how laggy it looks. So you got to be careful. Explosion means that it's going to be a mix-up for Killakobes. Ends up going with the overhead. It lands. Has all seals. Should be able to kill. That's going to wonder if it's going to be for free with meter, and it happens to be for free.
Kobe is showing us how to play with $400 on the line. NoelsPup, Arakune versus Noel here tonight. We'll see how this ends up shaking out. First of 3.
Yeah, it's going to be a scary one for NoelsPup for sure. I mean, Seb, an incredible player, but regardless, like, this matchup is one that is incredibly hard to overcome. I will say though, one thing though, is that even though this matchup on paper, very bad, the way that Tubazo likes to play this character doesn't actually highlight any of the things that make this so hard for Noel players.
Oh my god, we're just going to keep that pressure going, and Tubazo spends that burst as well. I think as Noel, you are pretty happy with seeing that, but gets caught by the bug, and that is going to be cursed right there. Tubazo being proven right in the option he chose.
Oh my goodness. And now, we are here for the looping mix-ups.
Yeah, we just win if we... Oh, wait, no, hold on. Super spend.
Oh my gosh. Yo, no. That was sick. That was sick. The hit stop OS.
2. Action.
Like, I mean, D's move is right. My goat to Marcus Cousins is absolutely right, bruh. What is this character supposed to do? Like, you gotta figure out a way to get in. Even then, you have backdashing from mid-screen that cover every option. But NoelsPup still trying to find a way to make it happen.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We're off to another strong start yet again. But Arakune can just get these comebacks at the at a snap of the finger. And probably seeing that right here. I mean, we had a great start, but that start is that lead, that advantage that you got from that start is going to start to completely disappear if we don't find a way out. But we do find a way out. But the moment that your pressure sequence ends, the bugs will come out. So you have to be very thoughtful about how you continue that offense if you end it.
Uh-oh. Gonna get some going here for the offense on the NoelsPup side. You have about one reversal super to your name. When do you like to use it? The answer is right now. 4D doesn't have enough invincibility, but drops the combo to guarantee the curse.
Thing is, like, most supers will end as well, but that super is just so active, so big.
Oh no! Yo, why are we getting burst? How did that work?
First, tries to go for the throw, mess up the time.
Oh, you can't do that. The A-Bug comes through for the assist with the steel chair, and Tubazo takes game 1.
Tubazo off to a fantastic start. Game number 1 going by just like that. And now we're going to be going right into game number 2. I mean, NoelsPup is able to get these great starts. I mean, this is basically every single Arakune matchup we've seen tonight, right? We just like bring Arakune to near lethal health, where we just need one more combo to finish off. But it's always that final hump that you gotta make it over, because at that point Arakune has built up enough curse where he can just get curse off of a single hit, or just pop OD and force it himself.
No, absolutely. I mean, the thing is that it's gonna be really hard to try to make adjustments and look at this matchup and be like, all right, like what exactly do I do differently besides just hit him? We're able to get out, as you can see, utilizing the burst because you just want more chances to get curse.
That's curse right there. Speak of the devil.
Oh my goodness, stays on the same side. Stays same side once again. Good blocks from NoelsPup. Blocks from the highs and the lows. You can't block forever. I'll grab the corner. Gets the bug.
Oh,
to jump out of that. Oh no!
Overspend. 4D gets blocked. 2C almost gets out of that range, but NoelsPup still gets that pick up there on the Tubazo. Here's the meter dump. Will it be enough though?
Absolutely. Oh my gosh, it wasn't!
Not absolutely!
I'm sorry! I didn't mean to curse it! No, you gotta find a way to get that last hit when Arakune wants nothing to do with you. 236B, but tries to press afterwards and gets punished for it. Finally, Seb able to finish the job.
Honestly, if I was NoelsPup in that instance, I would be so mad if Arakune just won the round right there with that super not actually killing. There was no yellow, there was no red. What do you mean it didn't kill? But anyways, Tubazo going to get hit, starting things off. What's new? Okay. Have a little bit of curse in the tank, so we don't have to work as hard here. Yeah, there's that OD.
Oh man.
A little bit of curse, and look, we just completely turned the tables on a Noel, and look how much curse we got with that cloud, the perfect cloud we wanted in that instance, almost getting us back to full curse gauge. But the fact is we're not at full curse gauge, but we might as well be, because we're going to be getting OD back in just a moment. You just need to hold out a little bit longer, spends it on the burst, however.
No, probably the worst cloud for that instance. Gets no help from RNGesus.
Alright, 1-1 now. Back to the room. Do you think we can see a game 5?
Yes, I mean it's looking like it could be in the cards.
Please select your character.
Yeah, I'm thinking the same too. I think we might be seeing game 5, especially because we've got so much money on the line. We gotta be playing out of our minds.
Yeah, but this is the times when I'm gonna like make absolutely sure that I am. It's like that I have like, look, I'm gonna take the time in between games. I'm gonna do whatever I can to try to make sure I can play at my best.
The wheel of fate is turning. Rebel
Right.
Action.
Here we go. Okay, just avoiding that bug, running away. There's a cloud right on top. Not going to be terribly impactful as per usual.
It's like, no.
First comes up from Tubazzo. Okay, that is actually very impactful, however. Makes sure that we don't have that on OD either. I like how Noel is working around that cloud right there. Just jumping up, having it chase them, and then going right on underneath it.
Catches the roll. NoelsPup looking real good so far. Again, 50 meter, gotta be careful, but there is gonna be a counter hit.
All right.
2. Action.
Next. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, I don't think you can get curse off of that hit. And we didn't even get any curse gauge off that regardless. So, Tubazzo, while we got a little bit of damage, that's not going to be terribly impactful. See, here's the thing about Arakune. It's, you know, combos don't matter unless you get curse. That's just how it is.
Yep, it's like your combos suck, so you need to make them count. Oh, great anti-air!
Yeah, it's like, you get a little bit of damage with your combos, that doesn't matter because you're going to be making up for it when you actually get curse. So that's what you should actually be prioritizing in a lot of instances. Or setting yourself up to a decent position. And while we did win that round start, we wasn't able to keep that advantage going. NoelsPup now finally finding their footing in getting the first lead, or their first lead here in this set with one game up, one more to go, and we are guaranteed into grand finals.
That's what I was talking about in terms of the playstyle that Tubazzo has doesn't really match up too well against Noel. And the reason why I say that is because Tubazzo does not like to get curse all that often. Like, I guess that's the best way to describe it, because there are so many times, it's like there's so many times when we've gotten the correct hit, like the 5A, the JD there, and just doesn't elect to actually go for a combo that gets curse.
Well, we got curse there. So, it's almost like Tubazzo heard you in that moment, procs the invisibility a little bit, goes for all these cross-ups. Noel can't possibly block it all, and set up the cloud yet again. We just keep getting a cloud, man.
Man, that is so sad. Once again, the cloud's not lending any sort of favors. NoelsPup though has been able to take advantage of it.
Dude, 5C hit from there?
No way. Oh no! Just go for curse, please! Ends up getting it there with the 2-2A. Oh my goodness.
Lasts long enough to where the curse is going to be completely depleted here for Tubazzo. No, it is not. Spend the burst. Now it is. Oh my god, we still get it. We get the win there.
My gosh. How did he end up winning that round?
I don't know, but right now NoelsPup is doing an insane run here against Arakune. It wins finals against Tubazzo, and NoelsPup finding another fantastic start here. Trying to set us up for grands. Opens up with the overhead. Tubazzo not blocking it. We might just have to spend the burst, and I know we don't want to, but I think we're going to have to.
Surely we have to, I think.
Sequence, and we don't have that guard cancel yet.
3C! Oh, you better get curse here. This is gonna be light. Man just wants to get these defensive options. Oh no! 4D connects! But doesn't get much more off of it.
Hit the Astral.
No.
Set. Hit the Astral. Hit the Astral. Hit the Astral. Come on, come on, come on.
Why are we hanging on to it?
Okay.
Oh, doesn't even need the Astral. The 5C is gonna be enough to take care of business. 3-1, and we have a Noel on the winner's side of grands.
Here we go. Kobe versus Sprite Cranberry.
A very upset. This one could have honestly been grands. We're gonna be seeing it in like we would know XCal. This absolutely could have been grands.
Great defense from Kobe so far. As I said, that gets hit by the overhead, but Strike can't actually confirm off of that. There we go, overhead, and will confirm off of that one there. Lots of damage. Burst from Kobe. DP, no RC, but no punish from Kobe.
Oh. Need a burst on the table this time. Only a weak point and the 5C fatal. Oh my goodness.
You're just chunking that health bar. 5.4k damage. Sprite Cranberry off to a great start. Catching that, catching Kobe in the air and getting an anti-air. Perfect trade there for Sprite Cranberry. Tries to find the throw, but Kobe has been taking these rather consistently. 2 weak points now. Okay, there it is. That's Kobe's time to try and take back that turn.
Land the poison needle. Next combo is gonna be big damage. And here it is here. Ends up with the drop though. Tries to pick it back up with the 2A. Sure does find it.
3 seals and the 4th seal is now on the table as along with the bumper. Perfect OD timing. But will it be enough? I don't think so. Kobe still has an opportunity to burst. We have that active flow, so we're going to be building up a lot of meter here. Oh my god, oh my god. This might be it for the burst for Kobe. Let's take this round and then the next.
Had to spend the burst. He had to spend the burst in order to get out of that spot. So now going to be sitting with a big disadvantage, but the fact that he was able to get there in the first place, so good.
Yeah, big disadvantage indeed, but Kobe can absolutely play defense, can absolutely find these ways where he can warm himself out of these pressure sequences. 2D attempt, but Sprite Cranberry just outside of that range. Gustav in, into the Growler cross up. 2D this time will actually connect with Sprite Cranberry as Sprite Cranberry connects with that guard point, that explosion. Going to be starting off that combo and taking Sprite to the corner. Gustav in. Explosion gets blocked, but Sprite Cranberry trying to do something afterwards. Going to get opened up, and that's going to be the 4th seal for Kobe. Increasing his damage. No bumper this time. DPRC finding his way out of the corner.
First poison nail doesn't hit. Second one comes through. High guard point once again. You don't want to get caught, and neither does Killakobes there with the fuzzy jump.
Trade. Into the poison nail. We are.
OD.
Kobe just back out, but trying to go right back in. Sprite Cranberry can't finish that combo though. 9 now to get the kill. Oh, and there it is, the overhead into the OT.
No. And with the counter OD from Killakobes.
The wheel of fate is turning. Rebel 1.
Oh man, but regardless, hopefully things are all back.
Big counter hit there with that Gustav. ODR backing up and wants nothing of that. Because that was near full health there with that OD. We're not going to have the longest timer there. Not too much time to do much with this. Sprite Cranberry not going to be having much time to do much with his OD either. As Kobe was able to find that combo there on Sprite Cranberry, bringing down that timer.
Every seal and the bumper. The absolute worst spot possible and gets counter hit as well. Goes from bad to worse.
Bad to worse to bleak. Killakobes now on set point.
Rebel 2. Action.
There we go. Remember, this is winner semis, or loser semis, excuse me. So it is still 1st to 2.
Block the 2D and use that backdash, getting himself out. Great 5C. Alright, here we go. This is where we can get things started. Burst is not back for Kobe just yet.
Breaks Kobe's ankles. Oh no.
Huge hit. should be enough here.
Asking if Azrael would be enough is crazy work. Like,
oh, I didn't
mean,
ask. I said that should be enough.
Yeah, that's Azrael damage. It's crazy.
Yes, Bright Cranberry really jamming that backdash against Kobe. Has been working to, has been like getting some great dividends here. Stop counter hit. Things are looking pretty back and forth. Give him the shoulder. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
This is not the spot you want to be in at
all.
Oh,
we get caught, gotta roll out.
We dropped it. Oh no, and the command grab super to take it. Putting the nail right in him. And Kobe ends up taking that one and is advancing on to losers. Finals, that was spaghetti, but was still able to get it done.
Character that it's actually going to be getting a lot more curse than other characters would. But that's if Kobe chooses to go airborne with his nails more often. But here we go. We'll just have to see how it ends up shaking out because we might not even get that cloud that often.
There we go. As you can see, I mean, Kobe's already in the driver's seat. Oh my gosh, the speed run so far. Faints the high, ends up going low.
Yeah, and this is where the weaknesses of Arakune really start to show as when he doesn't have curse because playing defense becomes really difficult without resources. You know, his matching options aren't really the best. He has to rely on guard cancel or burst to get out of these positions. And especially if we're not able to build curse gaze, we can't just OD to start curse. And Kobe is not going to let TampaNeverSleeps even have an opportunity to get any curse available. Burst comes out, and there it is, the tracking cloud coming out.
Man, backdash in the corner is so scary. Ended up landing something there with the air dash, but doesn't convert it into the full curse. Didn't quite have the wherewithal. And now Killakobes gonna try to close this one up here with the seal. Should be more than enough, especially with that OD. The overdrive finish and the EA to close that one out. First game going to Killakobes.
Tubazo is trying so hard to run away from Kobe. It's like, I want no part of this. But Kobe is just like booking it. My God. It's like, no, you are not going to be at full screen against me. I am going to be getting in, whether you like it or not. And if Kobe isn't actively approaching Tubazo, she's being very disruptive with these nails. You want to be playing very aggressive at round start. You don't want to be playing things super patient against Arakune because when you do, that's when it gets more opportunity to build up these gauges.
Yep, it is time to advance on to the next game.
It's like, there it is. That's what we're playing right here, jumping through the cloud, but it doesn't matter because we're going to find some hits against Tubazo, and there's that air-to-air confirm, stabilizing it with the JD. Unfortunately, going to miss there on the ender.
This is going to be there with the JA. Sweet coming through, though. Ooh, that was a risky cloud, able to get away with it, though. Finally was able to find it there, and as you can see, Killakobes wants no parts of this. However, great IBs finally unlocks the curse.
Yeah, and even Kobe's pressure is going to crack when it comes to these bugs, and quite literally, we are getting our block cracked here with these guard crush bugs. That is going to be it.
Oh man. He tried to go ahead and backdash those bugs. Not too much else you could do. Go. Running into curse. Wanted to try to catch the no tech. Isn't gonna allow Kobe out of this one.
No, not at all. Trying to go for one more mix up, but Kobe going to block it all the way through. We have OD, and we're just going to wait for that cloud to run out. Does force TampaNeverSleeps to block just for a little bit, and that little bit of time was enough for Kobe to reclaim control of this position.
This is what they're going for.
That's it. That's Curse.
Yep, that's Curse.
This should be
off
game.
Of the overhead.
We'll see.
It should be.
Play defense.
Oh, it's got to be a matter of can Killakobes find his way out of this one?
Good
Good blocks! And guard cancel as well. The defense for Cones.
We are in danger state, however, and that is going to be the game, going to TampaNeverSleeps. And a lot of the options that Kobe wants to go for on defense that he normally goes for when it comes to other characters in the cast, like using his drive normals or teleporting out or using the explosion, you just can't really do that in the same way that you can do it with other characters once that curse is on you. You just have to play it patient, block it out, and hope for the best. And Kobe was able to do exactly that towards the end there, but unfortunately wasn't able to fully close it.
I mean, that's the problem of what happens when you have a character that is this volatile. Is sometimes it doesn't matter if you're an O2er or one of the best players in the world, you can truly just lose.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Okay, good job using that burst. And this is the thing about Arakune is that he's going to kind of force you to use your burst very early, so you don't even have burst during the actual damaging combos. Though, honestly, you don't really want to be using it once he actually has curse anyway. So using it early, stopping that curse momentum early. And yeah, I mean, despite the fact that we were able to force curse with OD, Kobe was ready for that, popping that nail umbrella, forcing TampaNeverSleeps to block, and forcing the bugs to go away.
Ooh, trying to go for the 6B. Good idea there to use the guard point, but Kobe's already ready.
There you go, super to close it off. He looks so funny during that.
Yeah, his face is killing me.
Alright. One round up. There it is. There's the D follow-up. 1, 2. Can we count? There's number 3 and number 4. Sets up the bumper.
Man, TampaNeverSleeps so far on the receiving end of a lot of these Killakobes. Oh man, that's gonna be instant curse. Just got caught there by the 3C. Can happen to anybody. Went for the guard cancel, but no cigar. Delayed onto the high. The blocks. Uses the bumper to try to get out of dodge and does so.
Block so far, yeah. No curse gates for TampaNeverSleeps, so we just really need to find that one good hit. And it looks like Kobe's going to be the one to find that first with that 2A, but because it is 2A, it is questionable of whether or not we're going to be able to kill. But we are going to try OD, and we have enough for the buff super. No, we're definitely in lethal range now. Into the super. Here we go. Let's see that damage.
The scaling's a little high.
No, it is not enough.
Yep, I was going to say. You got to be careful about that scaling.
Oh boy, that's
curse
right here.
Now the curse is on. But Cobes just gets hit. Oh my goodness.
Oh, massive 5C whiff from TampaNeverSleeps. Oh no.
All tied up here with the rounds. 2D this time.
Nail umbrella. Oh, we are just trying to go all out right now. All gas, no break, into the super. And now this will be enough to take TampaNeverSleeps out. Kobe with the perfect. Now 2-1, 1 point over TampaNeverSleeps, but still needs to win one more.
Yeah, but it's like, I mean, It ain't over till it's over. Kobes has to make sure that he is able to close this one out because, like, you got to remember, you are still around 4-5 A's away from losing this entire set. So you still got to be on your guard.
Yeah. I mean, just one good curse is all Tubazo needs to win. Just name the game, just trying to avoid it by any means necessary. Here we go. Round-star counter DC.
My God. Like, I mean, this man is out for blood already. Showing a lot more patience on defense than we've seen before, and for good reason. However, the down back cannot exist forever. Kobes catching on, able to get the grab and get some big damage off it as well. Goes for the OD.
Yeah, you can see Kobe try to bank it on that 2D connecting, but got pushed back just far enough to where it whipped, and we weren't able to get the follow-up. Good jump there. You do have a way to avoid it if you are grounded. If you're in the air, you just need to use an invincible option. And I think Kobe was just banking on the fact Tubazo would have been airborne in that moment. Kind of threw away that 15 meter. Don't need it, I suppose.
Man, 5C fatal. And Kobe's mixing them up again and again. $5 from the real Zill. Advance to the prize pot. So much going on.
Massive starter. 1, 2, 3, 4. Into the bumper. Overhead. Oh my God. First comes out from Tubazo. Still alive, but the question is for how long? Curse Cloud trying its best.
No.
That should be enough. No, it is not.
Nope, wasn't quite close enough to get the corner extension. Once again, cutting it real close. Now doesn't quite have curse available. Just get it. Fatal counter.
Oh my God, I thought we were just gonna lose because we didn't have that curse.
You went throwing your face with no punish.
We need to block something. And he will not. Kobe dashing right on and using that OT to instantly close that distance on the winner's side. All right, dude, I think a reset is possible.
The wheel of fate is
Yes, I think so too.
Rebel,
Yeah, but we'll just have to see though. Noel is pretty well, honestly, like much better suited to Bang than I think many people realize. And a lot of it really just comes down to Noel having excellent air options. And just being able to contest Bang in the air is always going to be relevant no matter the character. Ooh, yeah, just
Got OD immediately from Kobes. Fatal counter there on the 2D. Big damage and should be at least 3 seals, if not more. Ends up getting them all.
Ooh, we are getting really sneaky there with that purple throw and going to forfeit that pressure because of that.
No tech from Kobes.
See into the overhead. Maybe worried. Oh, okay, command grab. Corner, here we go. Let's see the pressure sequence. 5A, 5A. Are we going to see a burst? Yes, we will. Found a hit.
Oh no! I saw that wind up and knew exactly what was coming.
Oh, we're just laying that super rapid RC. We just threw away 100 meter just like that, just for a hoping to get that paw shot off, but we will actually need that meter. Just runs up, smacks him with the gun. NoelsPup taking round number 1.
That was one of the hardest fought rounds we've seen so far in the tournament. It looked like both sides had an opportunity to win it, but Seb coming out on top. Oh my God.
This is looking like a Kobe round if I've ever seen one.
See, this is just the hat Noel power up, by the way. Like that's how we were able to get it.
Ooh. Perfect for Kobe.
Level 3. Action.
Right to the West Coast we go. NoelsPup should be able to sit up. Yeah, okay. Just go for the throw. Kobe going to be getting that burst back in just a moment. And the poison nail going to be taken away at Noel's life bar.
But if I was extensions wherever we could get there, 4D clashing is going to be advantageous for Killakobes. Oh my gosh, that's so dirty. Gets the high as soon as NoelsPup lands.
Alright, despite taking round number 1, Kobe was able to take the next 2 in a row to get the first point here in Grand Finals. Setting the pace of what we should come to expect, advancing forward through this final set.
Noel Vermillion.
This could be the final set. Now, I mean, with the way that Killakobes is playing, we could definitely find another one.
That's true. There could be another set after this one.
Rebel 1. Action.
Very nice. Walling out Kobe immediately in the air. 3A from Kobe immediately, though, however, putting himself out of that sticky situation, being active flow, but oh boy, Noel just going to find a nice hit there.
Overdrive, great reaction from Killakobes to stabilize that pressure, even with the invincibility frames.
Okay, just keeping it going. Now that should be 1, 2, 3, and 4. And the bumper set as well, or set up a nail umbrella. A lot of times, if Kobe just needs one more opening, he will just, and especially if he's low on nails, he usually let that nail umbrella rip. As a way to just block him down and try to find one more hit on the opponent. It tends to work out pretty well.
Oh, into the command grab. Oh, getting a little overzealous there with the nails. They continue to do so. No try to fuzzy jump out. Now uses burst. Wants to make sure that he's as in control of this round as possible.
See, great blocks, but doesn't block that final overhead. NoelsPup, I think this might go down after this combo here. No, not enough. One more opening. Great blocks. But, I mean, it's like we block for so long, but eventually Kobe's just going to jams one too many overheads for Noel to actually keep up.
2-0 so far for Killakobes. Only 2 rounds off of the reset.
Yeah, this has got to be a reset.
I think it is. I think it's like, I'm not gonna say guaranteed, but I mean the way that Killakobes is playing, it's gonna be incredibly hard to stop him.
The wheel of fate is turning. Rebel 1. Action.
Okay, round start.
There we go.
Oh, 1, 2, 3, and 4. There we go. Into the bumper. 4D attempt. And as Noel tries to recover from that awkward position, Kobe runs right in with a slide into the nail umbrella, getting the command grab as well. I mean, Kobe is just playing out of his mind right now, playing so well, and NoelsPup just cannot keep up. One more round. Kobe is on a reset point. And with that 5D, that's going to really be, in a way, putting that nail in the coffin here for NoelsPup, as we're already at 50% health. It's back to mid-screen, brings back to neutral.
Yep. Finally, NoelsPup going in for some pressure. What a trade. Now all of a sudden, things are in the favor for Killakobes. Burst is a last-ditch effort. Barely waits out the 2D. But remember, Kobe has 100 bar to make something happen.
Yeah, that is true. We're not going to spend it yet because this combo will be enough to kill if we can find it. OD, and we are out. And Noel had the right idea too, but because we went for a forward jump, we were not able to catch Kobe with that dash out. But this should be enough here. NoelsPup finding the opening. Taking this combo all the way through. No, I might be eating my words here. No, absolutely not. We need more interaction because we spent the 50 meter on the RC, and because of that, we were not able to kill with that combo. Kobe getting the reset and putting the score back to 0-0. Aviaan, I gotta ask you, man, how did NoelsPup beat Kobe in winner semis based on this performance we're seeing right here? 3-0.
That's what I'm saying. Like that, if you were to tell me what happened on the winner side of this bracket, I literally do not think I would believe you.
Guys, for everyone getting into the chat right now, Kobe was sent into losers by this player right here.
Yes, it's like this. Everyone was asking before, like, oh shoot, how it's like, how did he do that? Like, how is he a loser side? I've seen that a couple times here in the chat. I mean, it was to the player who was here in Grand, despite how the play looks right now.
Yeah, let me tell you that the $800 probably made those neurons start firing because holy moly, Kobe is just steam rolling right now. And look at that. Look at that. Noel already down to a very tough life total, and especially now because our resources have been spent. Kobe finding a combo while NoelsPup has that OD run down. Kobe is working on a perfect in this moment, but trades places, and now the ball is thrown back into Noel's court to do something.
NoelsPup trying to get something going on the offensive side, hasn't been able to find much success. 4D, not gonna work out either. Oh my gosh, just sitting there fighting ghosts with the drive moves. Allows Killakobes to come back in and finish the job.
Rebel 2, action.
Number 2. Fatal counter. That is a massive starter. A committal and a tier, but one that gives him so much reward. 3 seals and a bumper. NoelsPup able to get out of that corner position though, so we don't have to worry about that bumper. But the closer you get to this corner position, the more you have to worry about that. NoelsPup expecting the explosion, trying their best to avoid it, but Kobe rolling right on in and does not care about the tricks that we have here on pressure. Wait. Okay, wait, no, last one wasn't a perfect. This one's a perfect.
Double perfect would have been crazy. It was close to one before.
It was close to double perfect.
Oh my gosh, like literally he just keeps on going. Like he's just like, it feels like every round, one after another, just it gets even more dominant.
Okay.
The wheel of fate is
We're on the best stage of the game, guys.
Rebel 1.
We have the rose. The roses are here. Luckily, no Rachel here in this grands, but regardless,
Luckily.
absolutely luckily. Come on now. NoelsPup though might need some top tier help because every round it just looks even more dominant for Cody.
Knocked down into the throw. So looking a lot better for NoelsPup. Okay. 3.6, not too bad. OD, and yeah, we try to press something there, or I think, I think it was just trying to press something there. Getting counter hit. We should be able to just clean this one up in just a moment. One more hit is all we need. Shouldn't be too worried about this combo here. Like a reversal will be enough.
Oh man, the first lead really that we've seen from NoelsPup here in this grand is not working out. Almost immediately goes to Kobe's side. Still finding good block so far. Great RC. It was able to react to the overdrive in time. Good awareness. Now gets about the overhead. Not gonna finish the job though. RC off of the slide.
Aviaan, my head is in my hands.
Oh no, it was so close for the set, but not able to finish it.
Dude, he just gets these OD. All right, here we go. Noel now into the corner using the triple nail, locking down NoelsPup's movement. Using the tech, but Kobe's backing right on out and using the explosion nail to keep Noel locked in the corner despite creating that distance. Running forward, getting counter hit. How did he get the combo? Oh no, poison nail taking down the health just a little bit. Anti-air from NoelsPup. Okay, now we should be able to put us into a good position here as we're going to be taking Kobe to the corner. Blocks the overhead. Doesn't block that overhead, however. NoelsPup getting some more damage. We've seen Kobe make that comeback, especially with OD. He should be able to get out of this position very easily if he chooses to pop it, but I don't think he'll have an opportunity to do so. Super. And that is going to be it. And for good measure, we always had that second super as well. NoelsPup finally getting a round here against Kobe.
All right, able to find a round, which is not something that we've been able to say too often. Finally, the call out there with 4D on 2D from Killakobes works out. Oh no.
Okay, just going straight for the EA. Smacking with the railgun.
NoelsPup trying to slowly bring down this life lead, has active flow as well, so the burst is going to come back quick. Might not be in time though after the command grab.
Oh no. Oh dear. Okay, side swap.
Reverse call out. Caught Killakobes trying to call out the burst and then gets the call out himself. Throw that combo with the OD should be enough of the 100. You know that NoelsPup has these routes in the Astral to try to push the momentum back into his favor.
Yeah, optimal, first of all, optimal. Man. The fact that was off a throw, right? Like the fact that we opted to go for that in the first place too is very surprising to me because of the fact that Kobe had been able to tech out of these pretty much all the time, it feels like so consistently.
It's like, I mean, it is crazy that throw that even worked out and worked out in the most optimal moment as well. Like, if you're gonna have any throw land that entire tournament, you would have to have it be that one.
Just the right moment. And we're evened up here in this set. Finally, NoelsPup getting their first game against Kobe in the set that matters, post reset.
Yeah, it's like, and now, as if nothing happened, it's one apiece. The set is technically all tied up.
The Wheel of Fate is turning indeed. Rebel 1 action. NoelsPup backing up immediately, creating that distance, and there it is, contesting Kobe in the air. Kobe immediately spending that burst once he get that momentum back in his favor, and so is NoelsPup doing the same thing with that burst as well. But you want to be careful because creating that distance doesn't mean that it gives Kobe another opportunity to start spamming these nails from full screen. NoelsPup not going to give him that opportunity. Here we go. Getting that corner pressure started. You do have access to guard cannons, however, counter assault. Yeah, so
NoelsPup is looking like that Astral finally put some wind back into sails.
looks like it. Two into the bumper.
Oh. If Kobe has anything to say about it, will not find it. There we go. I mean, these 4D timings have gotten increasingly better. It feels like he can't even get off a single drive move.
Yeah, it does feel that way. And even when we do, we're not able to take our turn back because of it. NoelsPup is trying to kind of play those a little bit more often.
Rebel 3.
Oh my gosh. Again, we are all tied up in terms of the resources, in terms of the rounds, and of course, in terms of the games.
Bumper just going in for the low. To a starter. Yellow umbrella. Waiting for that burst. OD in response to the OD, but Kobe is the one that's advantageous in that position. Kobe with a perfect is going to be reclaiming that lead 2-1. Potentially one more game to go.
They have just had such an insane fight back and forth for the momentum.
Noel, Vermillion.
Like, first you see one player who tries to go ahead and just steamroll the other player. Then on the other side, it's like, wow, you know what? I'm going to ask for you. And Cobes comes back, says, absolutely not. You thought you were going to get away with something. Let me just hit you with this perfect. Both these players are just trying to one-up each other in the high moments and aura department.
Action.
Only right way for Kobe to win this one is with an Astral. Match that energy.
Man.
Just has to hold it. Great tech from Noel.
Uh-oh. Oh, overhead lands.
I see no burst from Kobe.
You might see the OD here on Wake Up, to be honest. Knows that NoelsPup can't kill. No OD coming out here. It's a great throw take in general. Looking like we're going to see the burst at all. NoelsPup isn't going to let him.
Just going to be Kobe just going to let NoelsPup have it because Kobe's going to be carrying that burst over to the next round.
NoelsPup tried to meet Kobe in the air. Not gonna let him know this OD gives him a chance to figure out a game plan, and it works out.
The counter into the side swap. Oh no, man, we're just going for the high damage combo right there. Kobe using that burst at the end of it, surprisingly enough.
Forward once again. Ooh. Command grab and gets the full conversion because of the bumper.
Nail umbrella coming through. Doesn't block the high. No burst coming out from NoelsPup. Here we go. Going to round number 3. Tournament point. Wait a Wait, okay. Man, I keep getting got by that super. I keep forgetting there's an OTG afterwards.
Rebel 3.
It
Wait,
keeps
okay.
on scared me too.
Tournament points, y'all. One more round to go for Kobe, and we can just win right here. NoelsPup trying his best to stay alive, and that is a great way to stay alive in Grands. NoelsPup finding that opening there on Killakobes is going to be trying to open it even wider. Kobe's the one who has to create this health gap, this health disparity. Finding that combo, setting up the pressure, setting up the bumper. OD coming out. Can we find a hit? It all depends on if we can find something, and we will not. Kobe setting up the nail umbrella, 40 right on through, with the nail umbrella chasing Noel right on out of the corner.
Oh my god!
Poison nail. NoelsPup in such a difficult position. One
One more, he can do it.
with nail.
However,
Oh my god.
we're gonna find a way out. Command grab out of the drive sequence.
No, we will use OD. Wait.
I don't think this is not gonna kill, but it's gonna get close.
Yeah, it's going to be near lethal. Just once the Oki afterwards comes out. The slide, RC doesn't finish the combo. Oh!
NoelsPup! Oh my goodness, because the great blocks and an even better reversal mash. Now we're all tied up. It's game 5 of the reset.
Holy.
What?
A pixel and a dream and $400 on the line. NoelsPup brings us to game number 5.
This is gonna be ridiculous. As low tier as Noel is, needing to get her in a game, in one game, a first to one for this amount of money, especially when the nerves are hot. Terrifying scene for Killakobes. And then of course, NoelsPup needs only one more game to take it. Killakobes in the same exact position, only 2 rounds away from completing the reset win.
The wheel of fate is turning.
Alright.
Rebel.
Now this is the true final game of tonight. Coming down to the wire. NoelsPup starting us off strong. Getting that burst early from Kobe and just continuing to contest Kobe in the air with the giant air normals. Kobe, however, going to be able to recover so quickly after these hits and continue to push his advantage with Noel's back up against the wall. And get this bumper applied to you. You're be pulling up a table and a chair and a bit of a snack because you're going to be here for a while or so, I think, because Noel just drops right on out of that combo. Shoot, okay.
There you go. NoelsPup has now evened up the life lead.
Yes.
Goes high.
Momentum is all in Noel's favor. RC keep extending that combo, getting the opening. Oh my god. It's here.
Oh no!
Oh, if we're able to get a combo off that, we could have been able to take the round there. But now Kobe is going to be getting that burst back. OD going to deny it, hoping to fish for an EA, but Kobe playing safe and jumping right on out. 5D explosion. Noel going to continue to press backdash on the overhead. Oh, we're going to spend our burst. No, we will not. Noel suddenly turning everything around.
Noel.
Before it was tournament point for Kobe. Now it is tournament point for Noel. One more round.
That was only 1 round away. Gets the burst out of Killakobes. Doesn't get to take advantage of the OD and lands the hit after anyway. It's looking like a prime position for NoelsPup.
No burst, no OD. We can't get out of this one easily. We can try to bank. Oh no, or we can roll right on out. I'll say we could bank in on a drive normal if we can, but it is starting to prove rather risky as Noel is starting to play around those options more often here. Here we go. Kobe now has the corner position.
Here we go.
How's Noel going to get out of this situation now? We've been using all of our nails though. We only have 3 nails left, so we gotta be very careful with how we choose to spend it and how we choose to use our drive normals as well, leaving a lot of recovery if it whiffs. Noel was immediately able to capitalize off of that. Okay, poison nail increasing the damage.
There's the command grab. There's the burn over the pump. Wants to win it right here.
Drop the combo. Who else? It's the super number 2.
Get one more.
It's dead. NoelsPup is your winner for TampaNeverSleeps. Blazblue Centralfiction number 7. What a set.
NoelsPup, Seb, whatever you call him, you have to call him a champion. We were asking after that reset, which was clean from Kobe, how in the hell was he able to beat him in winners? And we just found out right there